Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Keto Fit Weight Loss Coaching for Women. I'm your coach, Jess, and I help women lose weight and overcome emotional eating with a keto diet and mindset and motivation coaching. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm here with you today because I want to talk about an affirmation. So I've been giving you guys some affirmations on Fridays. If you want to go back and look at past videos, I've talked about I eat foods that bless my body and I move my body every day. And the third affirmation that I want to give you guys, I literally write this down every day and say this to myself every single day. And that is, I am healing. I'm healing. Sometimes I write I'm healed. I struggled with this one to share this one with you guys, quite honestly, because it might sound a little woo-woo, to some people, but it really is so important to me, and it's such an important message that I want to share with you guys. So sometimes I write I'm healing, sometimes I write I'm healed, whatever it is that I really feel like I need. But just really quickly, what does that mean to me? It's not just healed like to a state of functioning, but what I really mean is a state of thriving, to my natural state of all that I am before the world told me who to be. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and I look at her and I see her as healed. Like she's perfect in her natural state. She's present. She's at peace. She's not trying to perform for anybody. She's not trying to please anybody. She's just herself. And that's what I mean by healed. I'm on a journey of becoming who I am. I'm on a journey to get back to who I am in my best self, in my highest self. And so that's a journey. I want to share with you guys a quick story. So probably one of the lowest points in my life was right after my daughter was born, and my dad actually passed away 4 months after my daughter was born. So I was in the midst of postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, grief, still not feeling comfortable in my body. There was just a lot going on. My marriage was struggling. So sleep deprivation, everything, it'll do a number on you, right? And so I was going to counseling, and I was there for grief, but I ended up really just talking about so many different things. And I ended up sharing a lot about what I was struggling with in my marriage. And I remember sharing with this counselor that my husband said to me, don't hate him. It was a really rough time. But my husband said to me, I just don't like who you are right now. And honestly, I wasn't even mad at him about it, because I was like, me freaking too. Like, I hate who I am right now. I don't recognize this person. This is not who I want to be. I feel so stuck. I feel like I'm having like an out-of-body experience, like looking down on this person, like, who is this? It was just a really horrible, awful, challenging time. And my therapist said to me, this isn't always who you're going to be. And honestly, like, it sounds so simple, but that was like a major mind-blowing thing that I needed to hear, and I really needed to latch onto, because it was so powerful for me in that moment to just realize this is just temporary. This is just a season. It's going to change. I am going to change. We are always forever changing, and we are forever healing. And so I just want to encourage you guys today that if you're stuck in that place, you're in a low point right now, I want to let you know that this isn't always who you're going to be. Specifically surrounding your weight, you might even feel like, okay, no matter what I do, I am always going to be this stuck. I'm always going to be this uncomfortable. I'm always going to hate the way that I look, because you've got that story in your brain, and it's been true for you for so long. You're able to reference things in the past that are giving you proof, or what you think is proof in your mind. But I want to encourage you guys today that we're on a journey. You're not always going to be who you are today. Thank God. Some people say like, oh, you've changed. Like, thank you. Like that's great. Life is about changing. Life is about growing. Life is about healing. We've all been through some stuff. I've been through, capital T trauma, lower T trauma, depression, anxiety, just really challenging times, grief. We've all been through it and we're all healing, right? And so healing, I believe, is something that's both passive and active, right? I have a faith belief where I believe that in a loving God who is healing us, right? And it's a journey. Some of us might point to like, okay, actual times in our life where I once was this and now I'm not any longer. I'm healed from that thing. That's awesome. Some of us are in an ongoing process of healing. So I receive healing, I believe, but I also believe that I need to be an active participant in my own healing. So I need to work together and do the things that are going to be vehicles for my healing. So, just some of the things that I do, like we're talking about today, affirmations. I write out affirmations. I try to get truth into myself and focus on what I know is true instead of just the thoughts that I have that I don't have to accept as truth, but keep popping up all the time. I do start every morning with a morning routine, self-care, and I read constantly. I'm trying to get good, encouraging, uplifting things into my brain. I listen to podcasts. I move my body every day. I walk every day. These are things that I believe are healing for me. But the most important thing that has changed my life in regards to healing is actually food. So this is why I'm so passionate as a weight loss coach, specifically a keto weight loss coach, because keto changed everything for me. It wasn't just about losing weight, but it was about changing my mind. And what I mean by that is like physiologically, the metabolic state of ketosis actually changed the chemistry of my brain for me, like really and truly. And if you don't believe me, there's so much science out there right now about the gut-brain connection. And like, for example, did you know that 70% of serotonin is actually produced in your gut? Serotonin basically being the main thing that they put into antidepressants. It's your natural happy chemical. So of course, antidepressants are, a man-made version of serotonin, but that's powerful, guys. Think about that. And it took me so long in my life to realize that. The power of food, the power of what I was eating. Like I knew that it was making me feel physically gross. Like my digestion was totally not happy with me. When I was eating things like gluten, I just didn't realize, all the carbs. I thought it was so many other things. I thought it was, dairy or meat or whatever. And I was a vegetarian and a vegan for a while. I've been on a lifelong journey, but keto is the one thing that truly changed things for me. Not only did it improve my digestion, but of course then it improved my mood. It abated symptoms of depression and anxiety for me and gave me mental clarity and energy. And it lessened the pain of the constant shame cycle that I was going through with letting myself down by constantly eating things that I did not plan to eat. I did not want to eat. I didn't understand that I had a true sugar addiction. And physiologically, my brain was compelling me to eat more and more and more. It is not your fault if you feel stuck in that cycle. It's not just a lack of willpower that you're struggling with. It's not a moral failure on your part. It's truly a physiological and hormonal reaction that is happening where your brain is compelling you to eat more things. And then, yes, of course, you're feeling awful about it, not only physically, but mentally. You're beating yourself up. You're, just stuck in a shame cycle and vowing to do better every single day and then letting yourself down again the next day. Can you resonate with that? And so the pain of that, I get it. This is why I'm so passionate about this. I would say that thinking about food used to take up like 70 to 80% of my oops, sorry guys, the video paused there. But it used to take up like 70 to 80% of my thoughts every single day. And I look back on that and I just grieve that wasted brain space. I love listening to Glennon Doyle, and her book Untamed is absolutely incredible. But she has shared openly about her struggle with disordered eating. And she's quite honest and says, I still haven't conquered this. I still think about food like 70% of my thoughts. And she grieves that too. And she says, imagine how much more I could help people and change the world if I weren't thinking about this all the time. And so for me, part of the majority of my healing has not only been the physiological change that I experienced from eating keto, but also the ability to actually stop thinking about food all the time has freed me up to start thinking about other things, about healing, about who do I want to be in life, about what is the most beautiful version of my life that I could imagine. What would it look like for me to be healed? And to start thinking about those things and then to start pursuing those things is something that I was never even able to do because I was stuck in so much pain and obsessive thoughts surrounding food previously. So that's why I write this down every single day. It's a journey that I want to stay focused on, that I'm healing, that I'm becoming the healthiest version of myself, that I'm becoming the truest, most beautiful version of myself. And I would just want to encourage you guys with that today. So no matter where you are in the journey, remember that this isn't always who you're going to be, that you are on a journey of healing, and that it's not just passive, but it's active participation that is required for your healing. So what does that look like for you? Have you been listening to me talk about food and it's been like resonating with you, that you know you need to get that together, that is what's hampering you as well? If you're interested in working together with a coach, I'm a personal coach. I would love to come alongside of you. I help women lose weight and overcome emotional eating through a keto diet and mindset and motivation coaching. So I offer group coaching as well as one-on-one. And big news, the next round of group coaching starts the week after Labor Day. So it's coming up fast, guys. The deadline to get enrolled in that is September 1st. And you can actually start one-on-one coaching with me anytime, but why delay? Why put your healing off any longer? This isn't who you're always going to be, but it requires active participation for you to take the first step. So guys, again, my name is Jess. Please reach out to me. Let's get started today. That's how it starts. You just start by reaching out. I want to get on the phone with you. I'm a real person. You're a real person. I want to hear your story. I want to help you feel seen and understood and listened to. And I want to help you make a change. So my program is 5 weeks long. Are you ready to change your life in 5 weeks? Reach out to me today. You can direct message me on Instagram and Facebook at The Keto Fit. You can send me an email to theketofit@gmail.com. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more, you can hop on over to my website, theketofit.com. I can't wait to talk with you. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.